as we have a pretty good idea where we was last week, you guys is heading towards Crimson Guard's um, home, his castle.
Lawyer.
After Bol Baron had asked you to bring them to justice after the execution of the Elven leader, the assassination. It's dusk. It's just starting to get light, starting to fade a little bit. And I think last session we said that you guys made it to the surrounding area. You can't you're not stood there. I'm guessing you wouldn't just walk straight over, but you're on the map and you can see the compound.
How much of a lead did they have on us?
Well, you're not sure because obviously you left and then tackled the spider mage, and when you returned, they had eluded being held there. They eluded Bol Baron and escaped. So,
how long has it been since the assassination attempt?
Maybe 3 hours.
How many?
3 hours, maybe 3.
Okay. And how far is this place from the assassination attempt?
I think it was about an hour and a half, 2 hours trek to get there. But as you arrive, you see in not so much of a clearing anymore, but you see in between the forest, in between the trees, you just see these walls just raised out of the ground and houses there. You do see 2 elf swordmen just standing or guarding the entrance.
Could I have Nim on the map, please?
No.
Please.
Okay.
All we have to do to get what we want, just ask twice and say please.
Works for me.
No, you don't.
Can I please have a cloak of displacement? Please.
Damn it, they found my weakness.
What if I get Harry to ask really nicely for me? If I can teach Harry to pronounce cloak of displacement.
I'm not even sure I can pronounce it properly half the time.
Is that what he wants for Christmas? He's going to write on his letter to Santa.
It is now.
It would have to be some sort of monster cloak of displacement.
Send a letter to Scottner. Scottner. That's like Santa, but Scott, right? Scott,
yeah.
Scottner. Yeah, something like that. Scotter. Dear Scotter, for Christmas, I really, really want for my daddy to get a cloak of displacement.
Because he's not powerful enough.
Yeah, because he isn't OP enough.
While we discuss what we're going to do, can I send Nim scouting ahead? Invisible, because
invisible you can, yeah.
Imps can be invisible, and they have a 40-foot flying distance speed.
Cool. So flying, I imagine straight up though, because these walls are probably going to be about 30 feet high. It is a heavily fortified place.
So is this just trying to paint the picture? So it's a bridge level, and it's got a canyon below us. So there's a drop down, and then the walls going up as well.
This is like, yeah, it's been built on the side of like a reasonably fast flowing river where it is set down a little bit, but it's probably less than like at most 10 foot sort of down to the actual water. So
yeah,
obviously picked a place with natural fortifications when they built this thousands of years ago, potentially, with them being elves.
And is it all wooded, like as we've approached, like all around us at the top, on the south side of the map? And
yeah, the elven lands are predominantly there is large amounts of forests around.
And you say it's getting a bit dark now.
Light's starting to disappear. It's still like light enough. It's not dim light or anything, but you know when the sun's starting to get a bit low in the sky, and you know you've only maybe got like an hour of proper daylight left.
Okay.
And does Nim want to give me a perception roll, and we'll see what he can see, they can see, she can see.
It. Perception. Great. Perception's wisdom, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
So I get a +1. Ooh. Or is it no? Is it use my stats?
That is. Oh,
Does it use my stats or its stats? Oh, I can never.
I'm not sure, but as he starts, as it starts flying up in the sky, invisible, it notices one other elf, a bowman, stood at the top of the turret on the right-hand side, but that's all he notices with a 7 or an 8.
Great. Okay, well, it's going to keep flying around.
fly me away.
Cool. So yeah, he'll keep a flight around. I won't show more straight away because there's no point doing. Go check if we're going to do it after. So what is everyone else wanted to do as you arrive here? I think we did say that Bogrud rolled a high enough perception at the end of the last session that he did feel the temperature seemed to drop a few degrees as you approached.
Oh shit, we're not long rested, have we?
Nope.
Ooh.
I'm low on spells. It's fine, I have sorcery points
This
for
is gonna
changing
be
stuff.
fun.
Yeah, boy.
What does everybody else want to do before Bogrud inevitably does what we all know Bogrud's probably going to do?
I mean, yes, have a couple of minutes and have a little huddle, a team talk.
Right, everybody get right into your cameras. Group huddle.
Huddle.
Dattle.
I am going to. Shh, go away, go away, go away.
Sorry.
Well, I'm going to use Nim to scout as much of the fortifications to see what scouts are at the top and what is over in the courtyard as well.
So I've just realised those are extremely high walls.
Yep.
Only like 30 feet, Scott said.
Is that
That's
30?
only a misty step from the bottom.
That's very true.
I know the gloves of climbing and swimming, which means I can still climb 30 feet.
I mean, there is two ways to do this. We do this violently.
The easy way.
Or the hard way.
Or the easier way.
Have we ever picked the easy way?
No.
No, there's the easier way or the even easier way.
I mean, Hecrom is ready to give Bogrud a high five before we just walk straight to the front door.
I mean, yeah.
How tall is Bogwood now?
I
Is he
still
like
think that's a
7 foot
great.
something?
I would like to go
About
into the-
7.5 feet. there or
And how
thereabouts.
tall's Hecknor
So,
the
like,
dwarf?
yeah, you'd have to.
I don't think he's 5 foot, so let me just.
It's like twins.
Swing and a miss.
I mean, Bogrud can just squat down.
So jump up, swing, miss, and then Bogrud bends over to high five.
This is a
I
roll
thi- I-
5.
Who has? I have
My character sheet.
invisibility.
Hang on, that's a Bogrud it is
As
now.
do I.
Yeah. Do we?
Yes, 7. So yeah, just 1/2 feet.
Do we smuggle in the invisible monsters, literally the muscle, while
The
we
Chaos
try and
Gremlins.
talk our way through, and that way the invisible Trojan horses can kick off if necessary?
Yeah, I mean, we can try.
I mean, it's not going to happen.
We've got we've got the direct approach and we've got the stealthy approach.
Mm.
Create a distraction for everybody else to stealthy ways themselves in.
Can Nim check out what's going on the other side of this thing? If there's any other scouts?
One last perception from Nim and see if we can see any better.
And I have just checked, and Nim uses its own stats, not mine. So,
Cool.
let me just go back to what that was for an imp.
It's
So
one, I
wisdom is plus
think you
1.
said
Yeah.
for wisdom.
So 14.
So Nim rolled a natural 1 plus a 1.
So he's high enough, and also he is invisible, so he's not drawing any attention. So I will show him what he can see.
Ooh, okay. What does it
He-
look like down there? Are they just doing day-to-day shit? Are they wandering around? Do they look particularly
They look on high alert.
high alert? Right.
Yes, and one thing I'll say Nim does notice and will pass back to you telepathically is as he gets above the walls and starts scanning and looking around, he sees a door over here slam shut as he's flying over. So somebody's just entered that building.
I would like to relay that information to my colleagues as we sit out of sight of the main gate. That there are a number of people in the courtyard, high alert. So if we go in there, it'll be in a meet. No, yes, Bogrud.
Question, not from Bogrud, from me. Have the two dudes guarding the main gate close enough that they can see us, or are we far enough away from the main gate that we're just out of sight?
Yeah, I
So
don't
we
think
can see that they're on alert.
you can see there's two guards there, but I don't think you've breached any tree lines. That's just I've put you on the map, so
We're just sort of in. We're in the bushes just before the just inside the tree line, sort of seeing what we can scope out.
Yeah.
As a suggestion, could I cast watery sphere, however you say it, and then just like drown the place, move it along the place? I can move it up to 30 foot as an action.
How much space does it take up the spell itself? Is it a 5-foot cube or 30 foot?
Within a 5-foot radius, at a point you can see.
I mean, it would if it's 5 foot, it would take a while moving it around.
Yeah, true.
And you
What's
just
the
sort of have to
impact?
individually drown one person at a time, assuming that they stand still inside the sphere and don't just like move their head out of the floating ball of water.
I'm sure I have another one that was catastrophic for water.
I mean, so the answer is you could try to do that.
You can certainly try. What's one that I had that could? Is it wall of water? Hang on.
Possibly wall of water.
Up to 30 feet long, 10 feet high, 1 feet thick. Ringed wall up to 20 foot in diameter or 20 foot high. Can you move that though?
I mean, if it's 1 foot diameter, then they would just be able to go.
No, 1 foot thick. It's 10 foot. I can either do it as a wall, 30 feet long and 10 feet high, or a ridged wall, which is 20 foot in diameter, 20 feet high. So it'd be done as like a wall and move it all the way across, but I don't know if I can move that. So.
As Sam told us everything that Nim's seen, there's a
Yeah, they are moving around and.
But they are like drill practicing. They're not just like sweeping the floor. They're actively patrolling.
Well, yeah,
I envision they're
ones,
stood staring at the gate, waiting for anybody to try and come through it. Right?
Yes.
well, the guards on top, you
on
can
high
see
alert.
they are. Nim would know their bows ready, looking out to make sure nothing could come in. And the guards on the inside seem to be moving around, but they again have. Ooh,
So that was just me.
oh, but they are like weapons out, swords out, and they are sort of just moving around. But waiting for something to happen.
Cool. I was just rolling for what season,
Oh, okay.
because I remembered. You don't really seem to have a plan. I'm
No,
scouting
and
in there. Can Nim continue to scout towards to the door itself? You've said it's slammed shut. What does the door look like? Is it locked? Does it appear to have any magic shit about it?
I mean, from looking at it, you would be able to see it's a Then would be able to see it's a closed door, wooden door,
Yep, standard
but
door.
looks like a sturdy double wooden door that's shut as he flew over the castle walls.
Yes.
And if we're not sure what we're doing, I think the easiest way to do this then is if we roll ourselves into an initiative and then people can decide what they want to do and we can react and
And each of us hold our action until Bogrud kicks off.
Hmm. Who wants to go first?
You can hold your turn.
before I write down numbers, is anybody actually planning to change order? So I don't.
I think we just say nobody can officially change their order, but if they play their turn, they can, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's just something general. Like we should stop just going, well, you rolled higher than me and I want to go first. It's like, well, we could just all just hold our turns until after me if we wanted to do it that way, and then you just get to keep your number.
Okay, my thoughts are this. This is the Crimsonbird estate. This guy's a shitbird. There's no way I think that we can persuade him to come out peacefully. If he has done this on purpose, which he probably has, then he's been planning this and his people are not going to be friendly either way. So I don't think we're going to be able to talk our way through the doors unless I do some spectacular rolling, but even then that doesn't guarantee anything.
My only thing that stops
I don't think us
Dolly going full force killing everyone is that if we go in there full on assault, it probably will turn the elven lands against us.
Yes.
But
not necessarily.
But not necessarily.
There's a
but
power.
if
There's a power vacuum right now, according to Bob's dad. So if we take out the bad guys that are vying for filling that vacuum, and then
Are we
Bob's
going to
dad steps
America?
in,
Are we going to America, the elven lands?
Shit, we are, aren't we?
Are we the bad?
no, because we're not moving in with all of our we're not moving in with all of our own people. We're trying to put the right ones of their people in there.
But we're putting a favourable.
We're getting rid of
power.
Gaddafi in order to put a shill government in place.
That's what I'm getting at.
Are we
Scott, is
not
there
there
oil
to
here?
arrest two people? that-
There can be if somebody casts grease.
Not that you can see.
Are we not there to?
We'll have to drill for it. Fracking.
Told by the other elven
Ugh.
leader to go and get two people because we have evidence that they've hired someone to assassinate the leader. So we're there under orders, as far as I can tell, that are respected throughout elves. So I don't think we're not the bad guys doing this.
I think
I know
we
why.
If Hecknom says that out loud, Bogrud would go. I would prefer to call it a request, not an order.
Bogrud,
We don't get ordered to do things. People politely ask us to.
I mean,
That's what I said.
We're here by choice.
I mean, there's going to be some kind of, if we go in here and do a massacre, if we do a massacre, it's going to go badly. And let's face it, the optics on us are not going to look good. So can we all agree now that we can turn our
Only if we
weapons
kill
to...
all the
No,
people
no,
that
Bogrud,
we
no.
we could kill all the people that disagree with the massacre, and then everybody that we leave alive would have been all for it. There go optics, a positive then.
I mean, no. So how about we set all our weapons to non-lethal, so that if we do go in there and we can subdue, but not kill, and that way.
But Bogrud would kindly say to Sam, "It's like, okay, Sam, feel free to try. Off you go." you go, you try and do it nice, and we'll see where that gets you. And then when you're shouting for Hecknom and I to come and save you in 5 minutes.
I'm trying to think bigger picture here, Bogrud. You're the tactician. Yes, Greg.
No, I
Greg.
know.
Can I ask a question? So, if something just says at a point within range and it doesn't specify that you have to be able to see it, does that mean that you can just pick a point that's within that range, even if you can't see that point?
If it says within range and you don't have to, not a spot you see, then yeah, you don't need to see
Do
it.
a
You
point
can,
of your choice within range,
Oh God.
and the target is a point of your choice within range. It's not a fireball, don't worry.
No. I know what you're going to do.
I mean,
I want to know basically, could I put something for like here? Oh, I'm not even clicking, hang on. Could I aim something for like here?
um,
Yeah. You can say no. I'm
No,
trying
no,
to think of
it-
the logical way that it works,
it all depends on the spell description. So if you want to let me know what the spell is
but a
first, I
frigid
can.
globe of cold energy streaks from your fingertips to a point of your choice within range.
Just link it.
It's a lot to read if I link it. But that's the bit that's the main thing.
What's the spell called?
Mhm.
Do you want to just send me just the spell on message? I'll just have a quick look.
I'll put it in the chat thing. It's just a lot to read. It's the initial. I don't actually come up as that much on there. It looks a lot because I've got it on a small screen.
Doesn't
This
say
last
you
session
need to
didn't,
be
yeah.
able to see.
no, it just says within
So,
Grenade!
but
Oh,
I'm thinking here.
I mean,
But I don't know logically if I could do it or not.
well, you would definitely be able to do it. I'm just trying to think of the way for it to logically work because you wouldn't know.
Oh wow, that's perfect.
I mean, regardless of where it's
Well, that's where I'd said.
But obviously, you're not currently standing where you're standing. Remember, though. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to be
would be
300
stood-
feet close to it.
I'm going to say that's where I'd said for the centre to be. I don't know if that
I
makes
mean,
much.
Angela, could an imp carry it?
I don't know.
It says you can hand it off to a creature.
Does it? Oh yeah, it does. Each creature's in there.
But what I'm going to say anyway is, the plan was no plan. Then we rolled initiative. Then we started doing some planning.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we're going to react. So we're going to go with the turn order. So
Yeah.
you've had a bit of a chat. You've been working things out. But Dolian, you act
would like to
first.
hold
Oh,
his
this
turn.
is dynamic as ever.
Till after Greg, please.
Next up is Hecknom.
I think I might hold my turn till after Greg.
Oh my
No,
god,
no,
Greg
no.
has an idea that people
No.
want to do.
Because no, you don't. That was Angela asking me, not Greg saying he was going to do this. So no, we're going to go back to Dolian because you don't know what Greg's going to do. So there was no reason for you to hold your turn until Greg and John. So no, I will
Greg.
not allow that actually.
Greg,
You're using meta there.
that's.
That's fair.
Does anyone have a plan?
No.
That is,
No, the plan
that is
talking
literally
is
the
done
rules.
now. I am having Dolian
Uh.
react. This is up to Alistair or Dolian to do what Dolian would do.
He doesn't know what he wants to do. That's why I was holding my turn.
Make a decision quickly, otherwise.
I'm going to cast Blur on myself.
I mean, you don't have to do anything, but you saying holding your turn to after Greg's turn was you using information that Angela
Oh no,
So
I legitimately didn't know what I wanted to do.
no, so I'm happy
And
for you to
Greg's
wait.
at
But
the end
it
of
was
the
the,
turn
it was the
order,
wait
so-
until after Greg bit. I thought no.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
hold
no-
your turn if you want to go last in the order, or you
Yeah,
can
that's pretty much where I want to be at.
for this turn. Yeah, heck no.
Hecknom is going to. So we haven't actually got to where we're stood there,
Is
have
he going?
we?
Is he going to carry out
No.
Project Bognum? Bognum.
Yeah, yeah. So first thing he's going to do is he's going to say a little prayer as he's walking along and cast bless.
Oh, bless.
So he's going to
That's
bless
you.
himself and Bogrud and as Dolian should have gone for. I'll go Dolian as well.
Oh,
Maybe he
thank
won't hit me with a nat one then.
I mean, not necessarily. That's not in my control, but you never know.
And then yeah, he's just gonna stop. At the sort of point where we're not at the over talking to them, but just stop within sight so they know that I'm stood there.
Cool.
And-
Next up is Sam.
Okay, well,
Wanted to try and sweet talk his way in, did he not?
yeah, I think so. This is definitely
This
going
is
to be
fun.
hostile territory. So I
Get
don't
out
think
the camera, Harry.
I don't think we're going to be able to sweet or talk our way into here. So I think I'm going to go.
Always worth a shot.
But if it fails, it puts everyone on alert. So I think I might try the invisible route.
Yay!
So I'm gonna cast invisibility. Boop, I'm invisible. And how far are we away from the gates?
So because Hecknob's got his 30 foot of movement, we're saying from now on, aren't we? We agreed. But I'll say he used most of his movement to get to where you are, because you were away from being in like sight of these people. So you're probably about 30 foot away from the base of the bridge, to the part of the bridge where it's closest to you.
Okay, so my speed is also 30. So would 30 get me to here?
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So here, is that within a building, or is there a gate where that line is, and that's an overhang?
What's it called?
Portcullis?
Yes, there's that there.
Mm-hmm.
And as you get closer, you'll see there's an entrance there, but this is sort of like a roofed area with a big gate at the front and a gate at the back. So it's not a house as such, but this is like a secure entrance in and out of the place that they can secure. And
So as a bonus
bolster.
action, I could misty step past them and through
Yeah.
the gate to the other side.
You could.
So I've used my movement, my action to become invisible, and then I will misty step to there. Misty step is a bonus action, isn't it? Although I do have it.
You would still be, if you, like I say, you would have seen there was a gate here.
Yep.
And a gate at the opposite side, so you'd be in this room, but
I'd be
you'd
within
be a gate in front of you and a gate behind you, so you would be in that room.
So I will do that, and I will also keep looking at this front while also Nim circles overhead, and that's my turn.
Cool. Bogrud next.
Punchy.
Greg was before me.
Well, I know you both got a 14.
Greg got a 14 point something.
14.
Well, I know, but no one else seems to have the point something, so don't know what this. But Bogwood does have the belt of initiative, so I've always said if it's a tie, Bogwood would always react first.
I was meant to get a tie. Do I have tiebreaker on? Let me just tiebreaker switched on. It would add a point something to mine.
Yeah, but as it was both 14,
I
I
don't
say
add
Bogwood always
next
gets
tiebreaker to
yeah.
initiative. All right. Well, Yeah, no, I get that. Mine would be 0.12. It's now added it onto mine. So what was Greg's? Was that also 0.12?
I think about it
0.16.
0.16. Greg would win. That wouldn't be an exact tie.
No, but if it was 14 and with a belt of initiative, it'd be it's a +1 on a tie for Bogwood. Bogwood, the belt of initiative was given, so if it is a tie, Bogwood always gets like a +1 to his initiative, so he would then.
Aye.
Oh,
act
I've
up.
just done it as a
Okay.
I've just done it as a permanent additional 1 to my initiative, and then if I win the tie, is it meant to just be that I roll normal initiative and on a tie I then win?
I can't remember. I gave you that in the first or second episode.
Yeah, it was
because
yonks ago.
because you was the melee fighter person, so it was to get you into the fights and save squishes at that time. The 2 spellcasters. But I've always just done it. If you both roll the same whole number, then Bogwood will go first just because of that item.
Okay, so on that then, if I'm going before Greg, nobody any plans with me. Bogrud is going to do what Bogrud does.
Punchy, punchy.
Pudgy.
How
30 feet
far in?
to get
How
to
far
that,
in?
though. To get next to Hegnom, it's 30 feet from where you were originally standing.
So 120 feet. So how far area does the Boggerpool get me?
So it'd be 90 feet from that point there if it's on 120 feet. So you would just pick a.
Is
line.
each square, each row of squares 30 feet, or is 30
No, you was just. I put you on the
feet
map.
to get us
even though
beyond the
you-
tree line, and then from there 5 feet?
Yeah, what it was is because I put you on the map so you were ready to act, but you would have been just a little bit further back. Brave one for everybody else.
Yep.
Oh, and
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
I just want to say I was actually reading my character sheet, and because of my invocation, I can actually get Nim to do an attack action on my bonus action.
Yeah, because of the pact of the chain.
That's right, yes, because I only thought
Yeah.
it was like a normal familiar, but I was like, oh shit, I've read that.
No, pact of the chain. It's advanced
Yes.
familiar.
Sorry,
Pity
it keeps
familiar.
crashing. So I can pull from where I am there. I've gone 30 feet to get to where I am next to Heknom.
Yeah.
30 feet up and then 60 feet forward.
Okay, so
Because sort of on a diagonal, I could go like feet, 70.
it's up to 120
Right.
feet. So Bogwood doesn't have to Boggerpult the full distance. I think we said before, haven't we? So he's Bogputting half the distance, but yeah, you just in a straight line, is it? Or because obviously you don't know.
Do
where
I
the
see the
enemy's at.
dudes? The dude on the battlement, like in the top corner. Do I see that dude up there?
Yeah.
I have pointed him
Right.
out.
So I don't know
Yeah.
there's guys on the battlement. Sort of on the ground, I see 2 dudes at the gate.
I did
You
point
know there's people in there, but obviously they are moving around, so you wouldn't have.
So I
a
do know there's
exact
guys on the
location.
battlement.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't stood stationary on the ramparts. I can see them. Yeah.
You can see this guy, definitely see that guy. The rest of him you might not be able to see, but Sam did inform everybody that there were people stood there.
Okay, so I can Boggerpult up to 120 feet. So I'm going to Boggerpult straight at that guy then.
Cool.
Did we rule at one point I can make an attack end of a Boggerpult once. I swear I've slingshotted myself into somebody and made an attack on the back of Bogapultin.
I think we maybe did that, but I'm not sure if that's when you did have the charger feat still.
Might have been, yeah.
and
I can't remember.
so-
There's been that many
no.
things. Okay, so I'll just fly and land there then. Roll my
We'll
deck save and make
yeah,
sure I'm okay.
You know what, Save?
No, biffed it. I have to roll a deck save, so I have to take 2d10 damage if I biff the landing of the Bogapult. It just means like it hurts my legs to land.
Your knees
So
are
that
not doing it
is.
anymore, Bogrud.
Oh, that hurt.
Bogrud's
That's one of them.
That really hurt.
That's like both
That
knees bent the
really
wrong way a
hurt.
little bit.
That really hurt. when you take a step and your leg
Did
goes
you
the
do a
wrong
D4
way.
for your saving
Both
throw?
knees just.
Oh, you do get a D4 for your bless, don't you?
Yeah.
D4 for your saving throw.
Oh, do I get to add a D4? All right, okay.
Bless.
So
That makes a difference.
I need a 3. I need a 3 or a 4 because I've got to roll a 10 or better on my save.
Oh.
No, still hurts.
Oh, that is a good damage.
Oh,
Am I
yeah.
Bogapult or my action? I don't
think
remember.
I
I think
did
the
end
bonus
up
action.
calling it
I think.
an action, didn't we? Because then I remember one point you did action surge, but I can't remember what we said. Can anyone remember if we said the Bogapult was an action or a bonus action?
I genuinely don't remember.
No.
Genuinely can.
I
I've got
had-
a character sheet
Yeah, you can just
somewhere because
put it out
I
and write it on your
I
notes.
usually do
I
know.
know you have.
I believe it's an action because he had to use an action surge to Bogapult Sam out of the Dwarven capital and then run back into Bogapult Hecknon back out.
Okay. Catapult
did.
as an action, throw user up to 120 feet in any direction. Must take 2d10 falling damage on a failed DC 12 deck save. So not a 10, it's a 12. That's what I've got written down on my character sheet. So it is my action to do the Bogapult. That's absolutely fine. Just want to check something very, very quickly. It's in this. I don't think it is. No. I'm trying to find like things that you can do. I get very confused because I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3 and it's based on the 5e thing, but there's things you can do like shove people, but shoving is a bonus action. But I didn't know if that was something that you could do in this. I don't.
No, I imagine that would be.
But if it is, I could theoretically hoy this guy off of the battlement.
I would say shoving and things would
Bonus
be the same
action.
as a grapple. So
It's a
think
grapple,
that's
isn't
a
it? It's part of a grapple, yeah. Because you can't grapple in that, so you just get a load of bonus actions where you can like shove somebody or throw something at someone. So yeah, no, I don't think you can push people. It's part of a grapple, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. Screw it. Not going to bother wasting time with that. Don't really want to wait just to punch a noob. So just land there and go, run to the guy and see if I can intimidate him into fleeing from me.
Roll an intimidation. Let's see.
Can it be a strength-based intimidation? Because I'm going to flex.
I would have said yes, but after you took the 18 points of damage, it was like,
He biffed that,
as
but
it
he
landed.
biffed that, landed, split both of his knees in half, then flexed and went, run.
If you had nailed the landing, then I would have said definitely. But just
Intimidation at
because you've taken this damage,
intimidation at disadvantage because of how pathetic that landing was.
but you could do a straight up intimidation, but unfortunately, it would just be on your natural charisma.
That's fine. I still have a +4 to intimidation. An 18.
So I mean, he looks a mixture of impressed, confused with the landing and seeing you hurt yourself. Scared, but he just turns back and says, if I flee, something worse than you will kill me.
I might not.
If
See
I
now,
flee-
I can probably run faster than me at the minute.
If I flee, I will definitely be killed by something. If here I'm only
But not
maybe
me,
gonna
though.
die, and he's gonna stay there.
If I'll do this to my own legs, what do you think I'll do to you?
I don't think I'll have to kill you. If you keep doing that, you're gonna kill yourself.
That's what you think, and then I'll use my bonus action to use second wind and get some of my HP back. So that's 1 + 12.
After he does all that, Bogrud just puts one hand on one knee, bends over, until he starts feeling a bit better.
14 HP back. I mean, I'm rolling terribly because out of a pos 22, I've got so that's not great.
We move to Greg.
I mean, that means I only took 4 damage from that fall, though, so that's all right.
True.
There we go.
I would like to hold my turn till after the enemies, please.
Cool.
Thank you.
It is.
Oh, but I will move. I will use my movement to get to like where I am, kind of thing.
Cool.
We weren't quite there, were we?
No, yeah, so you use it there. Enemy's turn. So these two on the gate here see Hecknom, Greg, and also saw Bogrud run up and then just spring off and land on top. But they just will shout down to you guys. We've been told to keep an eye out for people that look exactly like you two.
That's racist.
I suggest you go back the way you came before things get ugly. And they will hold an action for you guys to if a certain thing happens. So they'll hold their actions to if anybody else moves closer to them or does anything. If you don't walk away, then they will both launch an attack at one of the people in front of them.
Awesome.
So, Ali, you were holding your turn till last, so it goes back to you now.
No, I held my turn till after the enemies.
You did. Oh, yeah, you're right. So that's the enemy's turn, so it's your turn now, Greg. You're right, sorry.
Okay, so I'm going to walk diagonally backwards and kind of like blend in with the bushes a little bit.
Yeah, you can walk backwards.
And then I'm going to squat down onto one knee a little bit. Stop looking at that. I'm going to put one hand on my hip, fist up in the air, and I'm going to cast Fly and shoot 60 foot up into the air. I've not gone near them. I've walked away, like we said, and I've not got any closer to them.
If anything, you've got further away.
Like the way I came.
Yeah, but they don't think you came from 60 foot in the air, so they will
They
see
don't know
that.
where I came from. But
They
I've not
saw
gone
you
close.
walk towards the place and then walk backwards,
I've walked
and
away.
then
like
they
we
were
said.
seeing you fly up into the sky. So
I'm not
Shout,
trying
"I'm
to
going home.
up and away.
Go to
I've just
shit.
shot 60 foot up into the air. I've not got
One-
closer to them. I've not.
one shot at you, because you flew 60 foot in the air, I will give myself disadvantage on that attack with a crossbow. So it's a 13 to hit Greg, so
Nope.
That won't hit, Greg.
and then another bolt will be fired towards Hecknon. Does a 5 hit?
There's a fa-
That's like no, not me.
Oh,
Nearly.
Maybe.
Ah, damn it. But that's their turn to react to Greg. So Greg flies 60 feet up into the air. Then we move to Dolian again.
after seeing one of them try and attack Greg, I'm going to attack that one.
The
Let's
one
call
nearest to
caller.
Greg, so yeah, that will definitely hit.
Does it 22 hit? Yes.
Yep. So was that 9 points of damage?
Give me a second.
Guessing it will be because you don't have advantage.
Oh, no, I don't have advantage. Don't need it.
If somebody else is within 5 foot of
5
us.
foot, that's what I'm checking.
Yeah, no.
Nobody's within 5 feet of him either.
No, that's fine, that'll be nice.
So we all see that familiar flash of light and bolt of lightning, crack of thunder as Stormcaller fires into this elf. And he's looking through the tree lines to try and see where that came from because Dolly's just a bit further back at the moment, I believe.
Yes, he is.
Just trying to scan and see where that shot came from. Then we'll be back to the top of the round. If that's everything Dolian's doing.
Yeah, it is.
It's now Dolian's turn.
And Dolan's going to see that he missed. And would you say I am hidden from them?
You haven't come out of the tree line yet, so they are scanning to see where the shot come from. So you haven't, so they couldn't see you before, so you may be hidden, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I am going to use Stormcaller again.
Cool.
And this time he is going to steady aim.
Cool.
Crit hunting. Oh, fucking hell. Oh. Does a 16 hit?
A 16.
D4.
Plus D4. 4. So it's a 17, 20. Does a 20 hit?
A 20 will hit.
Not as good as before, but that's 26. 31 points of damage.
Yeah, same one I'm guessing. So you hit him
Same
again
one.
exactly in the same place. But this time it seems to hurt him a hell of a lot more, and he looks blooded, got burns. You can see he's burnt his armor and heated his armor up, and yeah, he did not enjoy that one bit. He's definitely looks as if he's felt the full brunt of that.
Beautiful. And that is the end of Dolian's turn.
Hecknon, you up next, Slugger?
Is it Sam after me?
I think.
What did you roll? A 19. I think I got it wrong the first time. I think you are to go next, but
I was just going to hold my turn until after Sam's.
you wouldn't know when Sam's does anything though, because
No,
Sam's
I'm
invisible.
invisible.
So I can't hold my turn. You're not going to let me hold
Well-
my turn until he's.
I don't know how you would wait until Sam does something for you to, if you can't see Sam.
Fair enough.
If you get what I mean, it's like
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So these guys can't be holding their turns because they've already attacked me. So go walking up to the first one.
cool.
Is that who's been shot?
No.
Okay. I'll just say to him, look, we're here to capture an enemy of the Elven states. If you want to stand aside, I have to move you by force, and I will hold an attack until he attacks me.
Cool. He will reply, you have no authority here. My lord is one of the council. I do as he says.
Been sent by the council.
And you'll see a little sly smile on his face, and he'll be. I find that hard to believe. The council isn't whole anymore. And that's it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Samuel.
Hi, Dungeon Master.
Hi, Daddy.
Dungeon Daddy. Okay. So I'm in a little room with a gate in front of me and other stuff behind. Are there any people in here with me as well?
No,
Is the gate in front of me a portcullis or just like a normal door?
it is another portcullis, so
Two of them.
yeah.
Is it locked at all?
It is closed, yeah.
I am going to. I can use phase step a number of times equal to my proficiency bonus, which I have only used one of so far, so I have another few of those.
Okie.
Okay, so I'm going to phase step past the gate, so I don't have to worry about it. And phase step is 30
But you will be able to see all the enemy on the inside from where you are.
Cool. Phase step is 30 feet, and because I rolled a 4 earlier, I'm in my summer phase. It's a summertime girl thing, which means I immediately after I use phase step, each creature of your choice I can inflict damage on, but I'm not going to choose to do that. So it doesn't say I have to. It says creatures I choose. So I am choosing not to use that feature. And I'm going to... Is there anything notable after I appear in the courtyard? Is there anything that Nim wasn't able to spot from ground level? So whatever this building is here, what these other ones, if there's anyone else on ground level...
You see nobody else, and all the doors seem to be closed. So,
okay, what can I hear? Are they talking to each other? Is it kind of quiet and restrained, or is there lots of shouting about? Oh, there's people here.
Yeah, you would hear.
Words.
You would be hearing that because after the attacks that have been happening, they would have seen the bolts of lightning, like the lights and the sparks, and heard raised voices. So yeah, you can hear them all saying, "Oh, they're here, get ready."
Right, awesome. So my phase step is 30 feet. I've realised I've only moved. Is this 5 now? So far.
Yeah.
So that would be 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. That would take me up to here. I'm just walking invisibly and staying out of the way of people.
Yep.
That would be the Misty Step. As my movement, I'm going to continue on aiming for this door here. And I have 30 foot of speed, but because I've got that gem, I have another plus 10 of 10 foot of movement from my lava thing.
Okay.
That gives me plus 10 foot movement, resistance to fire, and a fire cone. Do I have to use that gem, or is it just always switched on?
No, you can use the abilities like as and when you choose.
So that doesn't kind of wear it out. Just I can use it as and when.
I don't think we've set in place, but yeah, I mean stuff like fire cone will be a limited amount of times. I think probably 3 times maximum, like proficiency or something at most.
Okay, so that then bumps my speed up to 40. So if I 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 40. So if I kind of move up to here, 25, that can take me up to those steps.
Cool.
So as an action, because I think mind you, I think my phase step may be my action. Let me just check whether that's no, that's a bonus action. Can I just investigate the door?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, if you want to roll an investigation for it, you can see. Yeah.
I want to thoroughly look at. Is it locked? Is it not? Can I see? Am I aware of this investigation?
Yes, please.
Oh, yeah.
So, with a 23, you can see, you get a good view, and you're looking undisturbed. You can see, like, you're able to focus in and see the slight gap between the doors, and you don't notice anything sort of like breaking that line of light. So you would guess it wasn't locked.
Okay.
But they look like thick, sturdy
Hmm.
wooden doors. But with a 23, you do notice. So it looks like crystals or ice or something seems to be catching the fading daylight, and you can just see glistening, like something reflecting near the entrance of the where the two doors meet.
Cool. As my action, I am going to cast Minor Illusion,
Okay.
which is an action cantrip, and I am going to create a sound which is to replicate the shouting I've heard across the courtyard. And I'm going to have that come just outside the door to replicate the sound kind of echoing off in this corner here, shouting out to anyone that's in there the same hubbub that's going on in the courtyard at the moment to try and entice anyone out.
Cool. So yeah, that ruckus, that noise, that's happening by the door.
It's just a bit closer to it instead of just general off there,
Yeah.
in case anyone inside wasn't aware of what was going on.
Yeah. No
And
problem.
I'm
That
still
happens.
invisible because that wasn't a concentration, and I'm just going to have Nim watching my back overhead, and I would like Nim to alert me if there's anyone else who is sneaking around or around in other locations. And that's me done.
Cool. So Bogwood next.
Right. So I warned this person not to stick around, and they chose to ignore that and stuck around, right?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. And the drop from this battlement tower is approximately how far down into a fast-flowing river?
About 30 feet, we said.
40.
30. You're right. Sorry, 30.
Right.
Oh,
And we determined that the river is fast flowing enough that if somebody was to land in it, they would be swept away downriver.
It would. There's a strong enough current there that they wouldn't just sit there putting water.
In a bit of water,
It would start
getting
moving
wet,
them,
they'd
yeah.
be like, "Ooh, right, okay." Uh, hmm. Generally speaking, how tough do these guys look? Do they look like they could take a fair beating?
They look the same as the guys you fought in the forest last time with the spider mage,
So not overly tough,
but
really.
not
Okay.
walkovers for the average folk.
Not pushovers for our level by any means, but not like
Well,
overtly threatening.
no.
From the reading up somebody that was Alistair conveniently did for shoving when I mentioned it earlier. It uses the attack action, but I can replace one of my extra attacks with a shove. So in theory, I could go punch, punch, push. And then it's a contest of strength versus athletics versus either athletics or acrobatics to push it up to 5 feet away or knock it prone. 1 second. Yes, Harry. Yes, you've taken your sock off. Good boy. Right. So would a 5-foot shove be enough to get it off of the battlement in like tumbling down the side and into the wall?
Because you would be able to
attack
knock
it from
him
the
that way, and
like over that precipice, a full 5 feet inside there.
sideward shove.
Yeah. So if I walk, just sort of crab step around him to get the better angle, then I'm gonna go punch, punch, push.
Cool.
Let's do that. I mean, I did warn him, so this is his own fault. So punch, punch.
They both hit.
It's just my damage modifiers because those things will have run out from last session, obviously. So just some basic general punch damage. So that is 24 plus 22, 46 damage.
Definitely looks bloodied after that.
And then athletically shoved. So that's minus is either his athletics or acrobatics.
Cool. So my acrobatics will be a +4 to what I rolled, so an 8.
I'll roll it for fun, but I have plus 17 to athletics.
Let's do
it. 26. Just fully yeet him over the edge of the
You
precipice.
push him over that, he trips and he's going to fall and land sort of on the tree and
Roll full
hit the
down
branches
scream.
as he falls down.
Ah!
Goofy
Splash of water as
That's
he lands in this river.
Does the 30-foot fall not finish him off so that he just lands silently?
3d6. No. No, he's still.
Oh, so tough enough to take 54 points of damage. We've determined that much.
Oh yeah. Like I said, they're not weak. These are straight soldiers, but I am just gonna have to.
Oh no, I
disappear
get they're
from
not weak. I'm
this.
just trying to establish a baseline.
But it definitely looked bloodied before he fell down. But I'll be back in a couple of minutes, guys. Lizzie's home. She's not long got
Yeah.
back. So I'm just gonna go say hello.
No, it's meta.
Meta. I mean, when I saw people on battlements, I had to hoy leave off of here.
I mean, obviously.
Oh, definitely.
I thought you were going to pick him up, hang him over the edge, let go.
I thought about doing that, just dropping him over the edge, but I'm like, if he manages to somehow claw his way out of there, like it may just be worth chinning him a couple of times and seeing if I can kill him with the drop. But no, not
Yes.
quite.
Well, I've found out because Scott has said I am hidden from these people, I get advantage.
Nice.
So you would have had sneak attack.
I would have had sneak attack in that first attack, but I didn't find out. I didn't read it up until after the second one.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and carry on getting in here while you're all causing a distraction.
I'm gonna not do anything stupid.
Aw.
I'm going to hit you with a
You're
pen.
flying. Where are you going to go?
As I messaged Kat earlier to see if she had Revivify or anything like that, because I had a very suicidal plan, but then I realised it wouldn't work because you'd be picking Greg up from all over the courtyard. So I'm not gonna do that anymore.
What were you planning?
No, we don't want to do that.
Up! Cannonball! 300 feet, 400 feet, 500 feet.
Yeah,
Why the hell
what's
not?
the maximum fall damage? 10d6? 20d6?
Yeah, but from that distance, it's bound to have more impact than just.
No. There is a max. You hit terminal velocity, and that is it.
Oh god, no! Splatter.
Right.
I don't know if
The rules as they are written doesn't mean that they would apply in game. If it was my game, I'd say if you
Fine.
fall 1,000 feet, you're taking 100 d6 damage.
I'd say if you're falling 1,000 feet, you are splattering all over the place.
I like rules.
Yeah,
of
it's like I don't care if you reach terminal velocity. It's like it doesn't matter if that's terminal velocity. That like terminal velocity will kill you whilst
Yeah,
you're
that's your
traveling
fault,
through
damn
the
it.
air. Like
That's
when
damage
you
is
hit
your
the
fault.
ground.
That's a whole different kettle of fish.
I've just gone to the advanced roller on on a roll 20 and gone, how many dice can I roll? Oh, can I roll 1,000? I'm up to 125, so I could roll like 200 d20 into the chat. Will it let you do 1,000? Possibly, but you'd have to. Oh, you can't type it. You'd have to hold the button.
What does anybody want?
I think that would that would honestly
Anything
take forever.
20, 200. 200 is the maximum it will let you do.
See these three in the battlement.
Get one of them.
Just go and knock them off.
Get all three.
I can get all of them, but I'm getting you to the casualties in the process.
Oh, you won't get me. I'm outside it.
I won't get you, but I'll get.
But we don't want Sam getting hurt either.
But
I'll
I'm
just
nearly
get
at the door, so I'm.
Well,
gonna
can you
try
not
and-
center this? Could you not center the sphere in the air?
I
so that the
Oh.
bottom of the sphere catches them and not
So we're
anybody
going-
in the courtyard
So
downstairs.
we're going nuke.
I don't think he'd allow it at the moment the way it is. I don't think he'd allow it.
Because you've got to pinpoint a location. It's like, well, I want it central there, but I want it far enough up that only the bottom of it will catch. But yeah, there's no way for us to visualize that on the
And
map.
also, if Sam's standing in the courtyard, then so is everybody else standing in the courtyard.
No, because it'd only fit the top of the
Oh.
wall.
I mean, it would
wouldn't
literally
go
get
down the
everybody.
bottom.
Yeah.
I mean, no, technically,
It'd get me and the 3 dude battlements.
will it though? Because will it not just enclose it?
No.
Why not? It's 30-foot high wall.
Yeah, the
why not?
portcullis, it can travel through it, right? It's gaps.
Oh, it's gaps.
Gaps
not
in a
locked
portcullis.
door.
Not a solid wall.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do anything silly.
I'm going to throw a pen at you if you ever say those words again.
I'm not going to do anything not silly.
There's going to be one session where Greg will turn up in like a full suit and tie and just be like, "Hello, I'm Greg from accounting." It's like, what the
No. Good day, sir. My name is Gresreg.
Oh, I'm not using Greg's full name. That's his naughty name, isn't it?
Sunday name.
Gresreg Hookran at your service, milady.
No, I don't
Oh,
like
aye.
it. Oh, that's unusual. Where's the chaos?
Lady Chaos Lady doesn't like people being attacked.
But-
Lady Chaos Rock.
Oh, of course.
All the murdering and killing.
Yeah, Greg's been peaceful since that moment. Really?
But Greg was never like homicidal.
Past few sessions. I was going to say, no, the past few sessions it's been very little combat.
Yeah, but it's just there's always collateral damage when Greg does stuff, but he never means to do it.
That's just how Greg is.
Hi, everybody.
Right, before
Hi,
we,
Doctor.
before we kick off again, Angela quite rightly noted that as I'm invisible,
sorry.
I would not have been able to cast that last spell because I'm invisible. But
Is it not if you damage somebody? I can't
no, it's
remember. How is it
attack or
attack?
cast a spell?
Okay.
But my phase step is a racial treat.
Yes.
So that doesn't. It's a magical teleportation. It doesn't count as a spell.
Okie dokie.
But it's just that I would not have been able to make that noise.
Unless
No.
you did it through a birdie.
You could have made that noise.
With my mouth.
Let's kill everything. I mean, oh.
This castle's haunted.
So that's Bograd's turn was to throw the guy off the castle.
Is he
So we
moving?
move to Greg.
Yeah.
Graham, are you risking it or not?
Am I what?
Moving.
Are you risking it or not?
I mean, I guess I should probably move, shouldn't I?
So right, well, never mind then. In
I
that
can
case,
get up to that guy. I have 50 feet.
Cool.
Sorry, Angela. What were you asking me? Am I risking it?
Yes.
what we were saying before Scott joined back in. Are we trying that or not?
Oh, I'm good with whatever.
Okay.
I'm good with whatever.
Greg,
Is it Greg's
What?
turn?
what you gonna do?
I want to know if I can if I fly further up into the air, so I'm 120 feet up.
Okay.
Can I cast that Sophia thing at a point in the air? So
Of course
that
you
it
can.
would
Yeah.
come down, so it'd just get everybody on the top layer, but it wouldn't go all the way down to the ground. So it'd get like the top of the thing, Bogrud included.
Well, I mean, it's 60-foot radius, isn't it? So, like, if you was to lift it up, then at the bottom, it would be like 5 feet and then 10. So, if it's 60 foot, you wouldn't be able to get the full 60-foot width. Because I'm picturing it as like a sphere. So it's only 60 foot at its widest point. So it'd be half a sphere, it would be 60 foot around. So if you lift it up, you can try and do that.
I feel like we need a whiteboard and math.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Would it not be that?
I think it's right at this point.
Is it there? But it's a sphere, isn't it?
What shape is a sphere?
The sphere is a circle like a ball.
So the bits in the center would like definitely be hit because
it'll be
it'd
like
be
that at the
60
bottom.
feet down, but
Yeah.
it's only 30 feet
Yeah.
down, so it's hitting everything on the ground. But the guys at the gate post, I would say that they would be outside it on that sort of guess.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
60 feet across and then it curves out, it wouldn't get that far.
But you would be able to get everybody inside, but it will include Sam and Bogrud.
Yeah, I'm not bothered about inside. I'm on about just the ones around the top.
Yeah,
Not
yeah, no,
the ones that are 30 feet
yeah,
high. I want
yeah.
not the bottom.
If you aimed it so it was like the widest point was 30 feet above the ground, you would definitely be able to hit everybody on the castle walls.
But would that still get Sam?
Yes. Oh no.
I think the curvature would just.
If you raise it higher,
Yeah.
30 feet.
Yeah. If you
you'd
cast it like
struggle
40
to hit everyone
yeah.
because it needs to be
Never mind. No, never
the
mind.
widest
It's
point.
fapping. I'm not doing it.
I
am
that's a
going
level of precision I'm not sure Greg would have.
No, because if it's a 60-foot radius, it's 120 feet, so you would be able to.
No, it's
Yeah,
fine.
but-
It's fine. I'll cast my Hydra heads here so that all four of them attack this one geezer. And then I'm going to fly another 60 foot high, but I'm going diagonal, so I don't know how far that gets me.
Also, if you want to roll the 4 attacks to the guy who's been punched twice and thrown 40 feet into a river, and
So 1 bite attack. The bite is a spell attack bonus to hit. So it's a d20 plus a spell attack bonus. It's 4 heads, so I'm just going to do 4 of them. Is that all right?
yeah.
1, 2, 3. 4. Is that 4?
Yeah, 4's there.
Right, and they are plus. Too many screens. Each one of them is plus 10.
So
three
28.
Three of them hit.
Back for the damage. D8 plus 4 and D6. A D8 plus 4 and a D6.
Yeah.
So 3 hits. So 1, 2, 3. So then 3 add 12. That's 25, isn't it?
Yep.
And then. Oh, fucking hell, that shit. 30 damage.
So the first 2 attacks that hit already kill this guy, and then the third attack that goes in just starts chomping down on a lifeless corpse that's now floating at the top of this river, face down.
Sweet. And then my movement, I want to fly diagonally up. So I've got 60 foot of movement, but I want to go diagonally up. So I know I'm not going to be another 60 foot higher, but I
No,
don't
you can move another 30 feet higher and a 30 feet across.
know.
But,
30, so I'll be back there. That's fine.
but you are now, what, 90 feet in the air?
Yep.
Yep.
I want to get that side, sorry.
Cool.
That's it.
Now it's my turn. So these 2 guys are just going to walk over to Hecknom because he's the only one they see. Does a 13 hit. Sorry, 16 hit.
Nope.
Does a 11 hit.
Nope.
So one of them swings his longsword twice at you. The one that's already been hit and is quite blooded and taking a bit of a kick in. His 2 attacks miss. The next one, his first attack follows suit, and he swings and misses as well. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. He 8, so yeah, 13 will miss. So they just start, swinging their longswords, but probably with the chaos and stuff they've seen going on at the minute, they're a little bit confused and were warned about you guys.
Quite rightly so.
I held my turn until one of them attacked me. My action to
did?
hit them back.
Yeah, so
Does a
that
23
hits-
hit?
A 23 hits. Yeah, you're showing them how to do it.
So that's 12 bludgeoning plus 1d8 of thunder. Excellent.
Beautiful.
Are you blessed as well?
Yeah, I could do a d4 just to see if I can hit them harder. 26 to hit.
Oh, is that what that does?
Yeah, that's what it does.
You hit him better.
Cleaner. Technique was better.
Yeah, you was aiming at the guy who attacked first, obviously, as you was holding your turn, and that was the one who had already taken a load of damage. So he's now breathing quite heavily and got burn marks from the lightning and thunder attacks that he'd taken the Stormcaller, and has now got like a crushed shoulder on the opposite side as the Warhammers come in and nailed him as he swung his sword and missed twice at you when you show him how to fight. The one next to Bogrud, as Bogrud is going to run over, he is going to fire his longbow at you.
From point blank range, what a silly use.
He is going to use his point blank hunter ability, which the longbow deals 1 extra die damage when it hits. In addition, the archer can make ranged attacks with a longbow if it doesn't have disadvantage for being 5 feet away from a hostile creature.
Fair enough.
But I'm pretty sure that a 18 is going to miss anyway.
I think
17.
just now, yeah.
The
I
17.
have a 19 AC. Yeah, I have a 19. Yeah, no, misses.
Cool.
Bogrud just very calmly just goes.
Quickly, he gets another arrow and multi-attacks that. So that's a
That'll hit.
dirty 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So that is a 2d8 plus 4. So that's 15 points of piercing damage. Is point blank, he just fires an arrow straight into your midsection.
Is the guy on the floor within 30 feet of me?
You're 30 feet up, so he would just be out of range.
Yeah, just out of range. No, that's fine.
That's
So
his
15 damage. Cool.
That's his turn. How high is Angela? She's 90 feet up, isn't she?
Yep.
The longbow has a range of 150 feet, so...
To be looking that far up in the air when you've got people coming at you, though.
90... Yeah, you're it's this guy over here who's on the rampart who's got a good view, so he's going to fire arrows up towards you.
Yeah, go for it.
So, 2 attacks. Does a 14 or a 10 hit?
No.
No, they don't, do they? Then he's going to use his movement to get over here. And this one's going to use his movement to get to where the other one was. And then he's going to have 2 longbow attacks at you. But a 23
Nope.
and a 10.
Nope. I use shield for my reaction.
Cool, so the arrow's aiming right for you, and just as it's about to hit you, shield, you just this explosion from you, and it kind of arrow hits just a couple of inches away, or however long your shield was, and just splinters and cracks and just breaks apart before it hits you.
In fact, no, I'm not using my shield. Go on, it hits me.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, fuck off. So that is 7 points of damage.
And I shall instead use my reaction to get that 7 points of damage back.
You do what, sorry?
When you take damage, you can use reaction to gain 2d8 of HP.
Ah, yeah.
Thank you. So he hit me and made me a little bit better.
1 point better.
I love
They
D&D.
walk backwards and the monks punch themselves better.
Yeah. Wayhar monk, gotta love them.
These ones are going to start moving closer to the entrance here. And that's their turn done. We move back to the top of the round with Dolian.
Lovely. With you saying that I am hidden from them and they cannot see me, do I get advantage on the attack?
Especially now they're focused on Heckman. They're not looking where your attacks coming from.
I'm within 5 feet of them.
And he's within 5 feet of them both.
I want to go crit hunting, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, well, yeah. I will give you advantage on the bow attack. Sorry, disadvantage, did I say?
No, you did not.
Okay. 28 hits. Which one are you aiming for? The one nearest to you?
One in the the one in the right of Heckman. So it's 24. I believe that's 32 with my quick maths.
Yeah, he's already taken 2 hits from Stormcaller, and third one just electrocutes his whole body, and you see him sort of just shudder, shaking and convulsing, and smell of singed flesh and hair as he collapses right next to Heckman.
Beautiful. And that will be my turn.
Yeah, you don't want to move or anything because you didn't steady aim.
No, I know. I'm quite happy in the tree line where they can't see me.
Cool. No worries.
You've met Dolian before, right?
It's been a while since Dolly's played like this.
Heckman, you're next.
I'm just going to move to the side here.
It won't protect you unless you go around the other side. Behind him.
Well, I'm more thinking of the other archers. They surely can't shoot down at me once I'm hidden around the wall.
Focused on Greg.
And then I will point to the fella in front of me and said, you should have left when you had the chance, and told the dead.
Cool. Wisdom is that?
DC 17 wisdom.
Yes.
Yeah, he's not passing. No. He doesn't have a +11. He hasn't taken any damage yet, this one.
I hit him, did I?
You hit the first one.
I thought I was hitting the guy in front of me who I walked
No.
up to.
No, well,
Because I didn't hold an action to hit the guy
You
who I
said
wasn't
hit-
stood next to.
you said you was holding your action until you get attacked,
Okay.
and the one that was the opposite side stepped closer to you and attacked first.
15 or 15. Doesn't matter.
Same damage. No.
As a point, I'm going to take the second 15, and it doesn't hurt quite as much as the other one.
Imagine if you rolled that one and got 24. So I'll take your first 15 just this one time.
But yeah, you told the dead, and he hears this ringing, this horrible sound in his head as you see him kind of like eyes squinch together as it happens. He's like, ah. Yeah, doesn't seem to enjoy that bell ringing.
And No bonus action. That's all my movement I'm bothering with. End of a turn.
Sammy.
Hi, Dungy. So I have a question. So I've just been
Okay.
studying my character sheet, and I seem to have lost some of my invocations.
Oh,
Because I've got Agonizing Blast,
yes.
and that's all I have,
Oh,
which is odd. I mean, I did
yes.
rebuild Sam as the Eladrin, but it's the same Warlock patronage as before. And it
Yes.
says at second level you gain 2 Eldritch invocations of your choice, which is odd. So previously I'd had Devil Sight,
Yes.
which was to give me the dark vision stuff. Are you happy that I still have that?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Because I'm going to figure out what's gone on with this, because I was looking, because I was like, I know I have that somewhere. But apparently it's not there, which I don't like. So this is your judgment call, but I am going to investigate.
No.
what's gone
You
on
would
with
have you would have picked 2 of the invocations up as you
Yeah.
become a warlock. So yeah, you definitely
So
still
there's
have that.
Agonizing Blast, and I know I had Detect Magic, which I no longer need because of my sword.
Yes.
And I know I had Devil Sight to counter for being the humanness.
Yes.
Which
Which you're not.
which
Which
I'm
you're not
not
anymore
anymore.
either. But you
Yes.
can change invocations as you level up, can't you?
Yeah.
So
I
yeah.
don't know whether something's happened at last level up. But on that note, I'll bear that in mind. I would like to attempt to. I'd like to study the door. You said there was a crystal-y kind of thing.
Yeah.
Is my detect magic going off? Is there some kind of arcane lock or magical?
No.
No,
No.
nothing at all.
No. I mean, you're almost 5 feet away, but you would step closer. But
Oh,
yeah, you
absolutely.
sense no magic. You feel a bit colder. You feel cool air coming from that room.
Amazing. I'd also like to say, doing a bit of research, again, it's entirely up to you, but I can cast spells via Nim.
Yes.
Are you happy that? How does that affect the invisibility that's holding on Sam?
If casting a spell
Yes.
is going to break your invisibility, then you are casting the spell. It's just going through Nim, I would say. So it's not Nim casting the spell.
It's going
So
through it. So
yeah,
it's
so
still
you're casting it, but using your link with your familiar to
That's fine.
yeah.
Okay, so I'd like to try and open the door, please.
You find no resistance and the door opens.
I will look inside and step inside, assuming there's no one behind the door immediately. But
No.
I would like to step inside then and bring Nim with
You
me.
bring Nim with you, yeah.
My other invisible pal. Ooh, chilly.
That is what you see.
Okay, interesting.
So the whole place is like the temperature drops as soon as you step in. The whole place has a lot of that reflective sheen. Like light is bouncing around.
Yep.
You feel your feet as soon as you step in. Feel it strange. You step in. I would like you to do a dex save for me, please.
Of course you would. Dex save is a 14.
That's good enough. You stay on your feet.
Am I close enough to recognise or perceive those at the other end?
Yes, you would recognise them both.
Because Catherine's eyesight isn't so good.
You recognise them as Kevin and
Crimsonbird dude.
yes,
Okay.
Crimson Guard. Yes, you recognise them as Quilliman and Kevin.
Okay. I will now call them Kevan and Perry. Right. I would like to. Are these? No, there's nothing really to. hide behind as such. I'd like to use my movement just to get closer-ish. Is this like a pathway over glass, or is this like liquid water?
This is all frozen,
Right.
so you will be moving over some difficult terrain.
That's fine. Does it leave footprints? Or is it just like
It's
ice, marble ice?
solid ice, solid ice.
I mean,
Fine.
to myself, I'll be saying like, Jesus, these guys are skimping on the central heating, because this has got to be uncomfortable but strange. I would. What's the button you press where you can measure and move at the same time?
I can't remember.
Is it
You was doing that, but
Yeah. So
obviously only half movement, obviously.
Oh, yeah. Is it T or Q? Oh, it's Q. Oh, that does weird things. So
Q does do weird things.
Huh?
Q does do weird things.
Absolutely. So I will move 30 feet, being stealthy with no other motives other than to try and get close enough to.
Is
try
that
and
half?
listen.
Is that half movement?
Oh, 30.
30 feet.
No, that's 20. So 20 feet.
Yeah, you would be close enough to hear them from where you are, but it is cold.
Yes. Okay, that's fine. That's all I'm going to do is I'm just going to listen and be alert to anyone else coming in here and anyone moving past me. So, wherever possible, I'll even take a little step back to flatten myself against the wall to truly be out of the way. Actually, I'm going to use Nim's flying movement just to fly a bit further.
Yep.
Okay, that's me done.
Cool. We will move to Greg as Graham will be right back. So we'll just move to Greg, I think.
Can you put me back on the other map as well? Because I like seeing what's going on over there. I know it's really
Greg,
annoying.
Greg is going to fly another 30 feet high.
Okay, so
No,
now
no, not
120
yet, not
feet
yet.
up. Okay.
Now, first of all, I'm going to make an attack, and then I'm going to fly
Okay.
higher. So at the geezer that tried for me, this one here, oh, for God's sake, what's this? This one here.
Yep.
I would like it to make an intelligence saving throw, please.
Intelligence saving throw. Yeah, he fails the intelligence saving throw.
So that is 7d6 of psychic damage. Fair with. Systems are everywhere, right? Let's get rid of you. Why wait? Let me do 7. That's shocking. Hang on, I'm changing that. What did I get? I can't hover
19.
anymore to see what individual rolls I got.
You got 4, 1, 5, 4, 1, 3, 1.
Oh God, that was ridiculous. Right, I'm changing that. I have. This thing is getting annoying. I can re-roll 4 of them. So did you say I've got 4 ones?
3 ones and then the 3 is the next lowest. So 3 ones.
Right, so I'm going to re-roll the 3 ones and the 3.
Cool.
So can somebody else do the math? I can't look on it to see what individual rolls I've done.
That'd be 13 away. 13 plus 14, so 27.
That's a bit better, I suppose. Not great, but.
So it takes 27 points of psychic damages. It just feels a pain in his head. As you're staring at him, and he's still watching you as you're flying above.
Yeah, I'm just going to shoot 60 feet higher.
Cool. So you're now. It's 150 feet in the air.
90 plus 60, yeah, 150
Yeah.
foot high.
Question: how many sorcery points has Greg got left? I'm just wondering.
4.
Oof. Cool, thank you. But yeah, you hit him and just happy thoughts and go another 60 feet up in the air. Next up will be Bogrud. Are we all in agreement Bogrud would probably drop to his knees and beg for mercy from this elf?
Yes.
If we all agree, then that's what happens.
Is there any chance of coming back to Graham?
Can do. It's the enemy's turn next. So
Just see if this elf makes it through to that next turn.
yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, that's.
Well, Graham would clearly do a punchy.
Yeah. Well, what I'll do is the one next to Hecknom can attack Hecknom at least. So can I try anyway?
I'm just going to get some more water. I'll be right back.
Does a 22 hit? Followed by a 13.
You know what? Have the 22.
Back now.
Yeah. I'll be with you 1 second then. Graham is just once.
No, that's fine.
28 plus 3. 4 slashing damage as he attacks you with his longsword.
And he gets 11 points of thunder damage in return.
That's not fair. Bogwood, it is your turn. So I was doing the one monster outside, enemy outside the place here, just in case this elf doesn't have a turn.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Sorry, Harry was Harry was shouting me to go put him to bed.
No worries.
I think Bogrud will do the same thing he did with the last one and say, like, you run. Or, I mean, you saw what happened to your friend, right? I assume this one would have seen what I did to his mate because I was just further down the wall.
Probably would have seen it.
Theoretically.
Yeah. But, he's new. He's not as tough as me. Plus, I know what'll happen if I run.
So did he.
Yeah, and did he run?
No, but he did die, so
I didn't see him die.
it's up to you,
All
really.
I know is he's swimming in the river below.
Can promise you he's not.
I don't trust a word you say.
All right, then, fine. Gave you a chance. I'm going to punch this guy a few times as well. If I do that, though, it will... bonus action, right? Let me just tick that off.
But Giants might say, yeah. Just tick it on my damage. Right, there we go. And punch. And I'll see what's left after, but I decide what to do with my third attack action. So punch. Punch, toss.
Punch. So 27, 19.
Both will hit.
So damage wise, we've got a plus, so 50 damage. And then, do I go for another punch or do I just chuck him into the courtyard? If I did sort of hoy him off the edge, would he just roll down the roof and onto the floor, or would he just land on that little bit of battlement? Shove him backwards, I suppose.
Yeah, you could push him over,
Over the
that way if
far
you wish.
edge.
Yeah.
That way, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do the push. That seemed to work quite effectively last time, and so I mean, again, we'll roll it for the fun.
I have a 16.
Even if I roll all of him. 31.
Let's see, falls 30 feet into
16.
the courtyard. Takes 10 points of falling damage as he's pushed over and lands in a crumpled up heap on the ground below. He's still breathing, but he's very, very badly beaten.
Okay. Theoretically, if I just vault the battlement and land on him, how would we deal with that?
I would roll fall damage for you for dropping 30 feet down, but then he would probably take at least equal damage to what you take.
So if I'm in giant form, I guess probably at
Still
least
falling
15
30.
feet tall. Well, I mean,
yeah.
but I mean, if I just dangled off the edge, I'm already halfway there.
Yeah. But yeah, you could do that.
It's not as big of a fall when you're. Fuck it, I'm just gonna. Splat.
So you jump on him. It's 12 points. Do we split the damage? Does that sound more fair, or?
I think he theoretically should take more damage because he's just had a 15-foot massive Bogrud land on him.
Yeah,
I agree.
you get,
I second that.
is it 10 foot? Yes.
I mean, like,
it's
like to me in my head, it's the equivalent through my full body weight onto a 5-year-old.
I mean,
It's like, they're going to take a lot more damage from that than I am.
Yeah, because they'll cushion your falls, my thinking. But
well, I
Those are
know,
so-
if you was to jump 30 feet onto a kid, it's not the same as jumping 30 feet onto a bouncy castle.
No, I'm not
Yeah,
expecting to
yeah.
rebound off completely unscathed, but I mean, I
But-
think I could tuck over a child somewhat.
Listen, I'm just trying to work out a way that it's not going to be a case of from now on
Figure the
Bogrud
math.
is just going to jump on everything because I don't want it to be ridiculous.
splat.
I mean,
Boing.
to be fair, I could do this quite easily anyway because even with equal fall damage, the 12 there, that would be enough to kill him anyway. So we'll work out what the ruling is, but that would be enough to take away his remaining hit points anyway.
How much damage would you like me to take? If you
you
would like
could-
me to take the full 12, I will
No,
happily take the
no.
full.
As we say, because you're 15 foot tall and you kind of step up, I'll drop it to half at this minute time, and then we'll work on.
We'll work out some rules at a later.
Yeah. So
a later point,
six
yeah.
falling damage from collapsing, from jumping down on him, but you land
Cool.
like on his face, and he already had
Just smush.
broken bones, but you've kind of curb stomped him into oblivion.
With your ass.
So, in terms of my actual movement distance, I was stood there. It doesn't count as movement, right?
No, it's just
I've not
10
moved as such. I've just dropped straight down.
10 feet of movement to get where you are. Yeah.
Okay, so I've still got another 40 feet left. Now I don't know. Do I know Sam's there? Is Sam still invisible?
Sam's still
I'm in the
invisible.
Wait, no, Sam went
Yeah,
inside,
Sam-
didn't he? Sam went
yeah.
inside. I wouldn't have seen Sam go inside, will I? He was.
No.
Did Sam go in whilst he was invisible?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know Sam's there then, but I do see 3 dudes over there. So yay! I'm gonna go encounter these guys, and that will be it for me because I'm out of actions for now, unless I surge, which I'm not going to do. Hey,
Cool.
you guys.
So it is now the enemy's turn. And these 3 guys seeing a giant half-orc run. What's that, Angela?
So it was me before the enemy. Because I held my turn till after the enemy on the first time.
Bogrud and Greg have got the same initiative roll. We had this big discussion about it.
Yeah. And because Graham wasn't here, we did your turn just before Bogwood, didn't we?
There we go.
So it is enemy's turn next because they only rolled a 13.
Okay.
Did Greg get Greg's turn before I came back to do my turn?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are going to all attack with the longsword, so it's nothing special, just longsword attacks with a +5 to hit. So the first one is going to be a 9. First attack will be a 23 plus, like it's a 26, and the next one will be a 27.
Yeah.
So it's 8 points of slashing damage and 5 points of slashing damage from that first attack from the guy that you ran up to and was stood next to you.
Yep.
The next one, multi-attack, so it'll be that's better. A 12 and a 17, which will miss.
No.
But then a 25, which would be, oh, for fuck's sake, another 5 points of slashing damage. And then the last one will do his multi-attack. 13, so that'll be a 16, a 21 to hit.
Yep.
That's 11 points of slashing damage from the third attack. As they surround Bogwood, who's the only enemy they see. How high up did we say you are? 150 feet, Angela?
Mm-hmm.
So these 2 are both going to take their longbow attacks, but at disadvantage. So they get 2 longbow attacks. The first attack is that'll miss because it's a 3 plus stuff. The second attack will be 3 plus stuff. And then the other one will also do the same thing. And he's going to try something different, I think. He's going to try... Oh, no, he can't do that. So he's just going to do the same thing. A 3 plus stuff.
3 plus
Their first
stuff.
attack. And then the second one, disadvantage. So it's not a nat 20. It's a disadvantage because it's so far. So it's a 16 plus 16 plus 6. So it'll be a 22 from the second attack.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
So 7 points of piercing damage as the one of the 4 arrows does hit Greg while he's flying. You are concentrating on the flying spell, aren't you? And you are 150 feet up in the air.
Uh-huh.
So we'll need a con check just to see if you can maintain concentration on the fly spell after you take
I have
damage.
advantage on it because I've got Warcaster.
Yeah, and it's only 10 or damage, and I think so 10 is the highest, so it'd be just a con save of 10.
Con save.
Yeah, you maintain concentration as that arrow does hit you.
I will. Ah. No, that's it.
Should I do one? Cool. And that's the end of their turn. So we move back to the top of the order with Dolian.
Dawn is just going to do the same again and smash Stormcaller. But this time, is it going to aim for one of the archers on the. Well, that one there. On the side of the portcullis. Oh! Bow, 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 bow.
I'm just going to have to refresh roll 20 because my match just disappeared completely. So what is you doing? Sorry.
Natural 20 and.
Did you say you steady aimed?
No, because you've given me advantage because I'm hidden from them all. They can't see me.
Okie dokie.
And it was on the first roll anyway.
I'm just asking.
I know.
I'm just waiting for roll 20 to load. But I mean, yeah, a natural 20
43, 57.
does hit.
Yeah, that's 66 points of damage, please.
66 points of damage, please. And which one was it? Sorry, the one nearest you?
That one there.
Yeah. Okay.
One on that 2
that
HP.
archer there.
Not in my luck.
So 66 points of damage, you say, yes?
Yes.
He gets hit with the lightning bolt from Stormcaller. He's going to fall backwards over the wall there. And you won't see it because he falls backwards, but he's no longer living. And he collapses and just falls and just bones break and everything as he collapses, as he gets knocked off and falls, cartwheeling in the air to hit the deck.
Beautiful. And that will be Dolian.
Cool. Next up is here, and Sam, do me a perception roll, please.
Oh, look at that, baby. Look at
You
that.
will just hear a couple of words from the figures ahead of you, and you'll just hear Kevin say to Quill, and he'll just say, "Stop squirming, you coward. They'll be here soon."
Interesting. Interesting.
And that is them. And then it is Hecknob.
If the bell ain't broke, don't try fix it. If he gets a DC 17 wisdom save.
He doesn't. "25 points of damage is just what's this ringing I can hear all of a sudden? Ah!
Weaponized tinnitus.
Yeah. And he holds his ears and kind of squeals out in pain, but he's still standing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna save all the other fun spell slots and end my turn there.
Cool. Sam.
Right. Okay, so thank you. I would like to creep a little bit closer. So this is still difficult terrain, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So I can get up to there. that's not difficult terrain, is it? No. Okay.
The whole place is difficult terrain. It's like an ice
Oh,
rink.
no,
It
no,
just.
no. I didn't mean for
oh.
movement.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry.
Right. So that's going to take a while. Okay, what I am going to do is I am going to cast a spell.
Okie
Which
dokie.
is within it's within 60 feet. Damn it. What's the 15-foot radius? No, okay, I'm not going to cast it yet. Didn't want to do that. I'm going to use my... No, I've still got some phase step. I've got one of those left. Oh, decisions. How far was that again? Sorry, I'm talking out loud to myself now.
Oh, no wrong with that.
30 feet, another 30 feet. That's as a bonus action, isn't it? So go on then, I'm going to use that. Another 30 feet.
Yep. After you do this movement, I will need another
Oh, hang on.
deck save because you have been moving on this surface.
I lost track of what it was before then. Is that about right?
Yeah, you'll be able to get there.
Cool. Another deck save was that?
Yes, please.
12.
Yeah, it's enough. You feel yourself. You know when you're walking on that ice and you kind of you go and you feel that motion, but you do manage just to steady yourself and don't fall.
Only did that twice today.
Don't
I
let
know.
Hecknam in that room. Don't let Hecknam in that room.
Like I say, heck no, don't kill him.
He will deck
I
it
don't want to go in
immediately.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cast darkness.
I would like you to show me where you're casting it, and I will use the radius tool like we did last time, just to
No,
say.
back. It's 15 foot, so can you see that?
Yeah, so you're doing it there, 15 foot. So was it about there? You said?
A bit further.
No, I want you to point.
No.
Where is it? Just ping where you were doing it.
Hang on, so that's the centre. You see that?
Yeah. Don't want you measuring. I just want you to ping where you're aiming. Though there's no measuring. It's like I want you to eyeball where you're aiming, and
You're great, aren't you?
yeah,
Let's try there. A little bit further up. No,
yeah.
there.
But it will definitely the darkness happens, and you as this darkness appears, covering them to you yourself. Become visible, yes.
Okay. And I am going to use Nim. What's Nim? 40 flying, isn't it? There must be an easier way to measure this stuff. And then move it.
Each square's 5 feet? Yeah. 8 squares?
Yeah. I know, but I'm not very good at eyeballing that. That goes to there. Okay, and that'll be my turn.
Cool. Next up is Bogrud.
Punch. Punch, punch, punch.
All the punches.
Punch it.
I'll just go left to right. So I'll start with the Dovme.
Cool.
18.
Hits.
30.
Hits.
and a 23.
That also hits.
I'm going to be using my action surge. I'm surrounded, Paul, currently by myself. So I'll do the other 3 rolls now, and then we'll just roll damage and dish it out as people die.
Okay.
Theoretically.
Hits.
So we'll have a 24,
Hits.
a 25, and a 17.
Matches, so hits.
Cool. Right. So that is 6 successful hits. So let's start rolling out the damage. So dude number 1 left. That is 21 damage.
Yep, still
And
good.
another 28. So that's 49 total to him so far.
28, so he's blooded and battered and bruised, but he's still standing.
Cool. And then
That's
another 30. Yeah, another 35. So that's him
Yeah.
dead.
So Bogrud steps close to that one and he just goes 3 punches as quick as that, speedball punching and just that guy's out cold.
Yeah. Then the guy just underneath me, that's 30. Then another 29. So quite enough. So then on will be a 25 on top of that.
So yeah,
Well,
so that's
70
the second one. You
something.
first one you quick 3 punches and knock him down, and you see him eyes roll to the back of his head. He looks more than just KO'd though. And then you turn to the next guy, same again, 3 punches all hit, and he also just falls back as the bodies are mounting at your feet. Enemies fall at Bogwood's feet.
And then with my bonus action, I'm gonna swig my potion of superior healing. So I'll superior healing is at the 8d4 plus 8. I can't remember.
Probably because superior.
Or is that supreme? 4d4 plus 4. Feel like that might be 4d4 plus 4 superior. I'll figure that out anyway, and then I'll add my healing, but that'll be it for my turn. So I'm just gonna.
Yeah, superior 8d4 plus 8.
Say cool. I'll just that now and turn.
Greg's turn.
How tall is Bogrud?
7'5".
About 15 foot at the minute because he's giant height.
Yes.
Yeah, about 15
Awesome.
foot
That works out.
currently.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. So what's that? 75. I would like to fly this way. But I'm
Yeah.
flying diagonal down.
Cool.
So 10, I'm doing 30, aren't we? Because it's diagonal.
Yeah, just if you're going equal down and across, then it'd make it easier. Just do 30 down. So you'd be 120 feet up now and 30 feet closer.
30 foot closer.
Yeah.
I'm going to fly to there. For God's sake. Fly to there. So I'm only going 20 foot. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm going to go next to him, but I'm pretty much above him. But it's
Yeah.
only 20 foot, so how far down would I have got?
40 feet. So you'll now be 110 feet in the air.
It's very hard on a 2D plane to visualize these things.
Yep.
You can get status markers with like heights, but that just seems really confusing.
Yeah.
I want to drop on this guy's head. I'm going to drop concentration on fly and just drop from 110 foot in the air, please.
Cool.
There's the Greg we
So
know and love.
falling
Ali
damage.
did read up on falling onto people.
All right.
Cool.
How's that work?
It's see 15 dex save for the dude you're falling on, and then even damage to both if he fails.
Oh, no. If he
Okay.
fails it, yeah.
The dex save. Well, 7. I think I've got +4 to dex. So he fails the dex save. And 11d6 if you drop in from 110 feet is 39 damage to both of you then.
It'd be evenly shared,
Oh, it's
so they
evenly
each
shared.
take half of the damage.
All right.
Yeah, share.
Oh, so 20 points of damage each then.
Yep. So that's my movement. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, that's some movement.
Yeah,
Oh, I could've dropped
moved and fell,
concentration.
but yeah.
I moved and I fell.
I mean, that's free fall.
That's
skydiving,
literally
that's-
it. Greg got what he was doing, plummeted 110 feet, guy. Then gets up and kills him properly.
I mean, with
I'm not
Greg as
getting
well, I don't mean this to sound perverted anyway, but it would be ass first, I imagine, with Greg. It would be like a
I'm not
cannonball.
getting on it yet. I might have to pull
Yeah.
the head out of my ass. But...
Pick the nose out of that.
Roll for head in ass.
So for my action, I would
80%
just
of
like,
head is in ass.
I'd just like to put my hand out a little
80.
bit.
Yeah. Go on, sorry.
Cast haste on Bogrud.
Oh shit.
Wait.
It's a range within 30 foot.
Bog was just adrenaline started flowing through his body and
Pupils dilate.
Like the old Popeye cartoons, if anyone remembers.
I
Yeah,
was
just
doing
pops him.
real
Yeah,
good.
pops a tin of spinach like.
we're back to the top of the round then.
Yeah,
Is that everything for Greg?
Oh yeah.
right?
yeah, that's everything.
You sure you don't want to do anything else amazingly crazy?
I'm just imagining what this
Um,
fella has just seen.
Yeah, better add actually.
Yeah.
Let's
Cast healing word on himself.
Yeah,
He probably didn't see anything, but this
I
guy.
would have level 16.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's just
Yeah.
seen his two mates get punched to death, and then the thing
How
he was
does Bogrud
aiming
look?
at just landed on top of his other mate.
How does Bogrud look? Is he all right?
Dashing.
Action. He looks. He's looked better, but he's definitely looked worse.
Okay, that 10's not happening. What did I roll for that 10?
You roll for that 10. 2, 3, 1, 1, 3.
Wow. I can.
D4's though for healing words. So.
Well, it's in red. That means I've only got a 1 where I've got the 10.
Yeah, you get 2 ones.
2 1s.
The empowered healing is whenever you are an ally within 5 feet, rolls dice to determine the number of hit points a spell restores. Spend a sorcery point to re-roll. Okay, so how many dice am I re-rolling? Should I just
2.
cast it again and see if it's a
Well,
better
to
result?
get rid of the 1s, it's 2 1s.
So I'm just rolling 2d4.
Yeah.
That's, a
That's
sorcery.
15 plus 5.
Okay.
So
that's on Barbara.
Extra 5 points of
Okay.
healing there.
Sweet. So 20. Brill. I will take it. Thank you.
Oh, bet you will.
I'm really good as a support player.
Yeah, but you're too sensible.
You're just pure chaos agent, never change.
I take it the guy I landed on is also prone.
He is prone, yeah. So he is.
Oh, always.
Is his head still?
What he is going to do is he's not going to move.
Ooh.
He will lay perfectly motionless on the ground.
That doesn't sound remotely suspicious at all.
He looks exactly the same as the other guys. He looks.
Are you playing dead?
You don't know. First glance, he looks.
Well, I'll
he's
tell
just.
you now. Greg is going to use his staff to stab into him to help him get back to his feet. Just to give you the heads up. That
In the nuts. In the nuts as it gets up.
He's not.
Just a love tap. Just,
give you that heads up. If he's still there on my next turn, that's what I will be doing.
Right, the one next to but yeah, so it's the one next to Technom is just going to keep on throwing blows, trading blows.
Wah, wah,
Yeah.
Meh, meh, meh.
So just look, I think this is the first time he's hit you with his longsword. So the first attack is a 20, and the next one is a 18. Sorry. So I guess it's just the nat 20 that hits.
Depends. Has that got any bonuses to it?
18.
18.
So is it? All right.
Do you mean the
Well,
nat
hold on,
20? Does that have bonuses
yeah.
to it?
Oh well, yeah, it does, but it's a nat 20. But it's a 20. It's a 25.
Yeah, I can't stop 25.
Don't wait, you can't.
Can't stop a nat 20 anyway.
Well, is that true? If I was 26 AC, does that automatically hit? Even though
Yeah,
it
that's why it's
Doesn't
not
matter.
auto hit.
That's just mental.
Well, that's like you can't add anything. It's like that would make a nat 1 to me still a 15.
Yeah. It's how it balances, isn't it?
So you take 16 points of slashing damage as he delivers a two-handed strike with his long sword. But then, overconfident after his first hit, he misses the second attack.
Take a dexterity saving throw. Or 8
Boom!
points.
Oh no, I didn't do it.
Takes 8 points of thunder damage.
I mean, he's almost collapses to his knees. He's looking very, very weak.
That
He's
would've been
not
hilarious.
surrendering, Catherine.
Would have been
and then-
hilarious if he crit hit and then died in retaliation.
And then the other guy is gonna start making a hasty retreat back to the top of the round, Bogrud. I mean, sorry, not Bogrud. I'm just Dolian.
Well, Dolan's going to attack. The only thing he can see
Heck no.
Oh, God.
on the
Heck
no, that thing on the left. Oh, where's Stone Collar? There we go. First one. Second one. Where's my second roll?
Ooh, drum roll.
17.
I'm going to burn my
D4.
inspiration.
Don't use your inspiration, just D4 it.
Oh, do I still have that D4?
Yeah, it's not been 10 turns, has it?
It bless
no, it
lasts for a
hasn't.
minute. It lasts for a minute.
I forgot. I should know that.
It hits.
Does it? Oh, it's magical. 25. Oh, fuck. This is where
He
maths.
dead. How many do they have left?
40.
Yeah.
He had 6 hit points left.
And I just went, you dead.
It's like throwing a hand grenade at a mouse in your guard.
But yeah,
Yes.
he's Stormcaller smashes into him and burning flesh again, scorched hair, and he drops down dead next to Hecknon.
And then, let's see. Can I be cheeky? Can I be cheeky? No, I can't.
If at least 30 feet just to get to the map, don't you?
Yeah, you're 30 feet to get to where you are, or at least 25 feet to get where you are on the map because you're hidden behind the tree line. Don't forget.
Of course. That's fine. And I would like to use to dash as a bonus
Yeah.
action and just hide in amongst the portcullis.
Yeah, it's not open.
Well, Sorry?
They're not open.
In and amongst
Pog
it. Just
Pog
stuck
jumped
in and
over
amongst
it.
through.
I thought it was an open gap, like with no
No,
doors.
I said they were both shut down.
Of course, sorry. Shit,
Sam,
memory.
I just faced
Misty
it.
stepped
Sam
and
teleported
faced it through
through and I went up and over.
Yeah.
That's
Greg
fine.
flew over. I jumped
Greg-
over.
Yeah. So you can run to the doors and you'll be.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No worries. Now, if you can just excuse me a second, because I'm going to move to another map. So, Sam,
Hi.
what you're going to see is. Okay, I'm going to move that. Oh, where's that one?
Where's that gone?
I don't know.
If you're on the map player, you can just undo that. You should be able to right click undo.
Yeah, I don't know what I've just done.
It
Let
certainly
me
looks
undo it.
messy.
If you're undoing things, the archer on our map just moved back to where he was running away from.
Yeah, I probably undid it then.
I
No
assume he
problem.
hasn't come running back to the
Surprise.
fight. We can still do this.
So yeah, you're going to see somebody
Oh.
just just appear. Doesn't step out of this darkness. He just seems to appear out of the darkness. He kind of steps, but not in an odd way. So sort of misty
Would he know which way
kind
to
of
go?
way. Well, he was stood standing perfectly still, so he's just gone full movement forward because he knows where he is. He knows this location. He hasn't moved, so
Okay.
he's just going to teleport directly forward. And when he gets there, he sees you.
Oh yes.
And so he is going to use. I'm just going to use a layer action to begin with him at the minute. So, and this is what you see.
The fuck? Ah, I see.
So
Very
yeah,
icy. If you said icy, or did you say I see? Which one did you say?
I said I see.
Okay. But then, so that's what he does that first, and you see this thing just appear out the ice and cracks of ice as this thing appears, and it's something you recognize. Then after that, he is just going to cast. And now he's just going to shoot that at you. So it's only a 14, so probably going to miss.
Yes, that will miss.
And that will be the end of his turn. I will roll that other thing into the initiative. Oh, well done, me. Cool. And then we are going to move back to Hecknom.
Where have you been hiding all this time, Dolian?
Oh, I've been observing and killing things. Have you not seen the pile of dead bodies surrounding you? You didn't do that.
Just because you get the last hit doesn't mean you're taking my kills from me, Dolian.
Nice shield.
Thank you very much. And that note, Misty Step.
Oh.
So 30 feet up to there. And presumably, I assume that the fellow on the floor next to cuddle up to Greg is dead.
Yep. Well, unless you want to investigate, but he is.
Nope.
Nope.
I mean, I don't really want to investigate them two cuddling.
No.
So, has anyone seen Sam?
Do we ever?
This is the downside to somebody invisibly sneaking off and going to another room. It's like nobody knows where he is.
Yeah, Greg and Bogrud, I think that was addressed to you guys.
No.
Nope, not seen Sam.
Is there anyone left? Should we just head for the door?
Dunno, Greg's got a guy up his ass.
It's okay. I should do that later.
That he probably wants to be, unless, you know, he gets off on that sort of thing. I'm just going to leave it to Greg.
And then Hecknum is just going to carry on his movement towards the door, and I suppose I've got an action, so I could dash. I'll get to the door, but is it open? Is it wide open? Is it
It's,
a jar?
one of the doors are open, I think, because Sam went in. I don't think you closed the door after you. So yeah, it's slightly open, enough for somebody to squeeze through.
Can I get to the door and peer through without actually stepping inside?
You can. Would you like to see
What's going on? Yeah, why not?
I will.
Come join the fun.
move. That's what you see as you're
See
at the
how
door. Head
boned
up.
Sam currently is.
So you're just at the doorway here, and as you look in, you feel just temperature really drop as you get to this door, and the whole place is it's like a very thin layer of ice that seems to be covering everything, but it's smooth and slippery and shiny.
Yeah, Hecknum's in no rush to step in there. I can see Sam though, can't I?
You can see Sam now, yes.
Can I use instead of moving my last 5 foot, can I have another shout back to the guys saying, "He's in here, guys"?
Yeah, you're just at the doorway. I've just put you on the map so when
Yeah.
you're ready to go. But yeah, you can just turn to him and say, "I found Sam," or whatever you wish.
Yeah, and that's actions and bonuses and lots of talking.
So then we move to we do move to Sam.
Cool.
You on the right map?
Yes, I am. Okie dokie, I am going to. I'm gonna keep an eye on this guy and just be like, so is that Kevin or the other guy?
That looks like Kevin.
That looks like Kevin. I'm going to say to him, you shouldn't have run away. Now it makes you seem incredibly guilty. And I'm sorry, we can't let you assassinate people.
Didn't stop me.
Well, that's kind of why we're here, to try and bring you to justice.
But you said you can't let me assassinate people. You didn't stop me. I did assassinate. Somebody was assassinated.
Oh, so you did assassinate them. Right, I can't let you get away with that because you
Ah,
can't
that's different.
do that. You see, sorry, maybe I need to speak slower. In the meantime, I am going to Eldritch Blast the crab.
Oh, the crab.
Yeah. I'm going to do an Eldritch Blast, 1 at the crab. That's 14.
Okie dokie. Misses.
Okay. And I'm going to do the other 2 at Kevin.
Cool.
An 18.
18 misses.
And a 16.
And a 16 misses.
Well, that's going great. There's no rebound ricochet.
So, but I would also require a deck save as well, because you are casting spells, so stood on this surface. I know, but is that not? You're switching targets, so. But end of the turn on this surface, I need a deck save. It's
Okay.
very slidey. You succeed with style.
Effortless.
In fact, I'm going to go as far as say, as your finger blasting one, you spin, and you do like a 540. You don't just spin once, you and aim perfectly and manage to shoot at Kevin, but
When I finger
miss.
blast, I do it with style, even if
Yes.
I do miss occasionally. And Nim, I would like to have Nim swoop down and attack this dude as well.
Go.
Nim was invisible but won't be because of this. Going to use bite attack. +5 to hit. So D20 +5. That's not anything. Never mind.
No. Nat 1.
I'm going to say as he lunges in for the bite attack, he misses, and he's just going to end up in the darkness himself.
That's fine. He has Devil Sight too.
Well, yes, I imagine so, but that one, I thought something's got to happen, and even though it's not going to be too bad, but he's stuck in this. He's dissipated into this void of black.
Cool. That's my turn.
Cool. Then we move to Bogrud.
So, for all intents and purposes, as far as I'm concerned, the guy on the floor at my feet is dead, yes?
Yes.
Heck, no one's run over there and said Sam's over there, so I would just run over there.
What's going on?
It's like 35 feet of movement. Okay, very cold room, lots of ice everywhere. Sam on a bridge. Is it a bridge or is it just the
No,
floor?
it's
Looks
just
like
the yeah. No,
bridge.
it's just the floor.
Okie dokie. So I've got like 15 foot of movement left. So if I move to around from thereabouts.
We'll need a deck save.
It's difficult, said, didn't you? So
Difficult terrain, yes, so yeah.
and it's difficult terrain, so I wouldn't be able to go that far anyway.
Aren't you hasted?
Right, so deck save to not fall over, I assume.
So you are
On
hasted.
an icy ground. I am actually, yeah, so I have a little bit more movement than I thought.
If you want to roll your d4 as well.
But I'm gonna add my d4 from black. Yeah, I've rolled it. I'm just gonna add the d4 for bless. So that'd be an 11.
An 11 says just enough. Again, you almost go. You feel one leg.
Just
sort of
enough to
like
keep my
almost-
feet.
but
So just
ba-
come sprinting in from outside, go whoa,
barely.
and then stop
Barely.
still. So I take it that save is just for any movement I make on this turn, presumably,
Yes.
or is it for
Yeah,
every
the-
single step? Right. So okay.
No, it'll be
So
one
if
per
I usually
turn.
have 50, so I
Then-
usually have 50 feet of movement. I'm
it's-
hasted, so that doubles me to 100. So I've used 35 to get to this room. So that gives me 65 left, which will be halved to 30. I've moved about 10, so I've got about 20 feet left. That'll get me to approximately there. They're all good to you?
Yeah, I'll go on 5 more.
Yeah, somewhere,
Yeah,
somewhere,
put you
a general
there,
area.
Yeah, that'll be fine. But as you walk
right,
in,
and
you
then
feel
I've got
the
action
temperature drops,
and
you
a hasted
see,
action. So from here,
you see the big
it
giant.
doesn't bother
ice
me.
crab
Part
thing,
Goliath, I won't even notice. Room giant
then
magic, don't cold. Absolutely fine.
giant over this end. It's just a big void of anything, just a big black darkness space you can't see into.
Big black patch of magic darkness, and then dude on the left, big ice
Yep.
crab on the right.
Yes. And Sam in the
Okay.
middle. Hecknum at the door.
I
as
won't
you
be able
walked in.
to tell, of course. Yeah, Hecknom just behind me, then
I'm
me just.
visible.
No, Sam's visible
You're
now.
visible. I can
I'm
see you.
visible
That's
now.
good. Cool. Right. Okay. So I won't be able to tell whether or not this ice is magical and able to be melted or anything. Will I? That won't be something I'd be able to figure out.
Don't think so.
I wouldn't have thought so. I can't reach from where I am, so I guess I would just take a couple of ranged attacks then, as I can't reach from where I'm currently stood. So I guess that'll be some great bow shots. I can
Cool.
see the douche on the left that we're
Yeah.
after, so I would probably go for him, given that I immediately think he's a bad guy, and I'm not particularly afraid of crabs. So the action attack, extra attack, hasted attack. So 4. 1. Meh, 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 meh. 2, 3, 4. So that's a nat 20, a 31, a 28, then a 25.
Yeah, they will all hit.
That's 20 foot.
Uh,
He's getting pushed back.
just into a wall, presumably, because he's against a wall, right?
It steps there, so it'll be like pushing him up the steps.
So yeah, every time I hit him, he gets knocked 5 feet backwards as well. But given the trajectory, it'd be not into the dark. It'd be
into
like
the corner sort of thing.
on a slant. Yeah, like that way, but not exactly that way. But I couldn't get rid of the lime box.
Let's roll some damage, though.
Like that sort of a angle. Yeah. Let's roll damage. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, what's my damage? It's on this bow. Because it's not the D12 that I get on my usual stuff. It'll be... Oh no, it is sweet. I can just tick the same box. It's the same amount of damage. So, attack.
What's the first damage?
22 plus 4, 26 plus 8 is 34 plus 13 is 47.
Cool. And then...
Now untick. Let me just addition.
you might
There we
just have to
go.
wait 1 second.
And then that is...
Because...
Yep.
What he's going to do is he has...
I think I need to take off my Giant's Might for that. Giant's Might doesn't affect my ranged attacks, does it?
Possibly not.
No, I don't think that's
No.
just on melee attacks, I think. Let me just double check the description. Pretty sure it's just melee. I have to uncheck that for that. Because you automatically gave me additional damage on the bow.
So, but what I'll just explain what happens. So with the first attack, you hit him fantastically
weapon.
well with the arrow, and it pierces him. And as it hits him, he disappears in a puff of mist, and he vanishes from sight.
Okie dokie.
then
Do I see
guessing-
where he reappears to?
He disappears. just vanishes from sight. Just in a puff of smoke, he disappears.
Okay. Well, then the other attacks will just go at the crab then, because it's the only other thing I can see.
Yep.
I assume they'll still hit, like 31, 28, 25.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they all still hit. So the next attack is what? 34, 37.
7 plus 43 is 70, 81 plus like 100 and change. I think. Wrong. 20, 40, 59 just on that. 60, 60, 76, 79, 82, 86. Oh, I got my maths way wrong. 82. I added something twice. Yeah, 82 damage.
This thing looks like you can see as the 3 arrows hit, you can see parts of the ice of this crab is cracking and bits are falling off it. And it looks more than blooded. It looks really beaten up. It looks like it's taken an absolute whipping and bits are falling off it. But it's managing to position its 6 feet just to keep its balance.
Cool.
Please do continue, but I am going to have to go now. So...
I was just gonna get to the end of this round. But if you need to get off, yeah,
that's fine. That's cool.
So it's Greg's turn next.
I will put my hand on the guy in front of me.
Yeah.
Rummage around in my bag, pull out my little green vial, put it to his lips, and say, "Drink this. It'd make you feel better," and start pouring it down his mouth.
He's not going to move because he's not even going to open his mouth because he's.
I'm opening his mouth for him. You know when you do it with your fingers and you pinch the mouth and pour it in?
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing that and then moving it like you do a dog, moving his mouth up and down so it swallows.
Yeah.
Has he swallowed it?
Well, you pour it into his mouth and it's just going to be just in his.
He can swallow it or drown.
Yeah. So you either waterboarding him or he's swallowing. So he will probably swallow some of it, but he's not going to be like chugging it. He's tending to be dead, so he's just going to be laying there motionless.
Well, that was a vial of poison, so I don't know what damage that does. I did say a little green vial.
I mean, we'll work it out later. He's got 47 hit points left, so.
But either way, I'm still going to stab my thing into him as I stand up.
So I was going to roll. Do it anyway. So I rolled a performance check, and so as you do, he does make a noise. He's like, "Ugh!" And you know he's still alive.
Yeah, so
with the 2, he's like, my balls!
He really doesn't style it out.
I'm going to
hit yourself.
Yeah, nor does Greg.
No, I still have inspiration from before, so I'll use that to roll to make it if you'll take inspiration off.
I mean, he is prone, so you would have advantage anyway. But no, you would. So you don't need to burn your inspiration. But a 15 wouldn't hit anyway.
Yes. So if I burn my inspiration,
yeah.
Do I still have advantage or not?
You have advantage because he's laid prone as you stand up, so you have advantage anyway. So a 25 hits.
$14 damage.
And then so then we'll work out. I don't think drinking some poison is going to do more than 30 points of damage. So he's still alive.
I'm assuming that as he's shouted out with noise, he's going to have swallowed a little bit more poison. Maybe spat a bit out, but swallowed a little bit more.
Oh, he's definitely swallowed some poison. Yeah, so we'll work out what poison damage will be.
But I'm not taking my staff out of him. I've put it in there to stand up, so it's currently just there with me leaning on the staff that's stabbed into him. And that's the end of my turn.
Cool. So he will look up at you and just be like, coughing up poison. Please let me go.
Okay.
So he's going to get up and start making his way to the room here. And he's going to operate and open the first portcullis, and that'll be his turn.
I said, I never actually took my staff off. No, that's fine.
You can hit him as he's going away if you wish.
No, I wasn't. gonna hit. Do you know what? Just purely because it's an opportunity. No, I wasn't gonna hit him. I was just gonna like literally stay there, leaning on him with a pole bag, like sticking to him. But yeah, no, that's fine. He's done that. He's opened the gate. Go ahead.
No, if you want to keep him there, you
No,
can keep him there.
No, he's done that. He's opened the gate. That's fine. We said Dorian can get in as well.
He's doing a runner. He opens one side, but then, yeah, I think we will leave it there with Dorian to go first. We come back in the new year now.
Oh, Christ.
Very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
Very
Thank you very much.
Didn't quite get us. I was hoping we might have got slightly past the fight, but fights always take longer than I anticipate.
Yeah, we do like to kill every single beetle and
Yep.
find everything we ever come across. And we did spend ages faffing about not planning. So yeah, I'm going to nip off now. Is everybody around next week for goblins?
I believe we are.
I believe so, yeah.
Scott, you
I
weren't
think so, yeah.
We're still waiting to hear from Liz's parents exactly when they're coming up. So I'm hoping to be